Hello everybody, Manna Knife Company. So I wanted to show everybody how I sharpen my knives. This is a chef's knife that is ready to be sharpened. I've gotten everything done, got the logo on. It is all ready to go except it needs sharpened. So I've got it right to that point and I'm going to show you how I sharpen them. Now, this is how you do it by hand. If you buy a factory-made knife like Wusthof or Chicago Cutlery, that's all done by machine. So there's a bit of a difference in the edge. You'll see that if you use one of my knives. I think mine's better, just personal opinion, but that's for you to decide. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So let's get going. I'm going to switch the camera. I'll be right back. You'll need to be able to hear my voice from now on. These are DMT sharpening stones. This is a diamond infused surface that I sharpen with. And so it goes coarse, extra coarse, coarse, and then fine, extra fine. So I'm going to start here. These are whetstones, so use a little water with them. A little bit, not that much, but it doesn't matter. Here we go. So what I'm feeling for right now is what's called the burr, and that's basically what you're doing is bending the edge of the knife one way, and then once I got it enough this way, I'm going to flip it over and bend it back the other way. So right now I'm just feeling to see where it is. Hope that view is a little better. Some spots in the knife get the burr quicker than others. So right up here, I got the burr almost immediately. Down here, it's taking a little longer, so just take a little bit longer. And there we go. Yep, pretty uniform all the way down. So now I will flip over and get the other side. And once you get one side, the first side, it usually goes pretty quick. So that first side is usually the longest. Okay, so that is the extra coarse stone. You can see all the little shavings of metal that came off of the knife. It removes quite a bit, but it's not enough to notice with your eye. Here we go, this is the coarse. So basically it's kind of like sandpaper. You've got coarse down to fine. They grade it the same way. I hope you'll be able to see in the video how we have the edge coming in there. If you can see the different light, the way the light hits differently on the edge, that's the spot that was coming into contact with the sharpener. And that is pretty good, so halfway done about. You can hear them getting quieter as I go. That's because the first one is pretty coarse. So it's thicker biting material on the knife, and so it's louder. As we go, it gets quieter because it's just a finer surface. And also, because I'm going to a finer grit, the burr that the stones develop that I'm feeling for also gets smaller. On the first one, the burr is pretty big because it's a bigger grit. as I'm going down, that burr gets a little finer and finer, and the smaller that burr gets and the more straight aligned that burr is, the sharper the blade will be. So that's a little bit of the why behind it. Looking pretty good. I have had times where I get into this process and it's just not taking a burr real well. It's just not going well. It's not doing what it should be doing. And at that point I need to go back out to the grinder and thin the edge out a little bit. So it happens, especially when you're not using machines to get the exact size item you want. But this one's going really well. So we're on the last stone, the extra fine. Feels pretty good. Now, what I do is I go back the way I came from once or twice to kind of knock that burr back as straight as I can feel. Feels as good as I can get it. So that's all on the stones. Now we go to the strop. This is a synthetic strop. kind of takes the place of a leather strap, but it does, what this does is it really aligns that bird that we've been talking about. It aligns that straight as can be, and or straight as you can possibly get it. It's already pretty sharp, but this will make it really good. So here we go. Let's back the camera up here and take a look, see how we are. This is a test I do to just make sure it's at least where I want it. If I can cut some paper just by hanging paper, it's pretty good. So, oh yeah, it's pretty good. Happy with that. That is good. You know, if it does that to paper, it'll cut your food pretty well. So that's why I do it this way. It works really good, gets it really sharp. And well, thank you. That's all for now. Remember to subscribe to this page because we've got some instructional videos coming up pretty soon with my friend James, who taught me a lot of what I know about sharpening. Probably about 99% of what I know about sharpening I got from him, and then random YouTube videos. So subscribe to that so you can see those. They're just helpful little videos, and we hope you enjoyed it. Thank you much.